Hey guys, Fractal here. I'd like to raise a question to both atheists and theists, and I want you guys to answer this as honestly and objectively as you possibly can. And I want this to turn out into a civil discussion. So, here's the question anyway. What would it take for you to change your mind, to switch sides? For theists, you have two ways of answering this question. The first being, what would it take for you to stop believing in God altogether? And the second is, what would it take for you to stop believing in the divinity of the words of the Bible? Or in other words, what would it take for you to see the Bible as nothing more than a work of fiction? And to atheists, what would it take for you to start believing in a God? No God in particular, but to start believing in a creator for the universe, in a being who planned everything, or just God in general. It doesn't have to be the God of any specific religion. Now, there are also unacceptable answers. From theists, it's going to be nothing. Because if nothing will change your mind, then this will never turn into a real discussion. And if you're not open to change your mind, then you're just being stubborn. And to atheists, this is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but you cannot answer evidence. Now, I know I probably just took the number one answer from most atheists that would probably answer this question, but bear with it, because asking for evidence as the only way to change your mind about God's existence, in my opinion, is unreasonable. Because theists think of God as being not in our physical universe, but rather in a supernatural universe or whatever. So proving its existence is impossible. So what other way would there be for you to change your mind? Now, down below I'm going to put the names of a few users who would want in particular to answer this question. And I'm going to also PM them, letting them know that I made this video requesting them to answer this question. Now, what would it take for me to change my mind about God's existence or non-existence? What would it take for me to start believing in God? Well, Christians talk, for example, about the Holy Spirit, this feeling that lets you know that God exists beyond a shadow of a doubt. Now, I have had what I thought was something similar to this, because this idea exists in pretty much every religion, but with critical examination of the feelings I had and the the emotional state of mind I was in, I don't really count these experiences as being true or reality. So, if I were to experience some kind of, divine prophecy or something of that sort, if I were able to feel God's presence, that would definitely make me change my mind. What else would have made me change my mind about my atheism? Well, if after all the gaps are filled in by science, there are still questions that are yet to be answered, or phenomena that are impossible to explain in any other way rather than there being a God, I would definitely believe in God. Those are two things that would convince me in God's existence. Okay, have an awesome day, and I'm waiting for your video responses, guys.